This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style. Paradise, Louisiana is presented by Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance. Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Pods, moving and storage solved. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Vinny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.
Welcome to this cold edition of Paradise, Louisiana.
And windy.
Never gonna go away, KD. Here we are in Lafitte, Louisiana, Bourgeois Charter. NewOrleansFishing.com and
let me tell you, wow, this guy has an operation in a place. Y'all gonna see a lot about it next week. We just went back to wintertime, Gary. I don't know about this, but look, jackets, hoods,
everything this morning.
I'm sitting there, we're going over our notes, and I'm next to Gary, and it's like, I said, man, you got me shaking. It's cold out here, 49 degrees in the morning.
I know.
Oh, Lord, we got a lot of stuff coming up, though.
They got a party going on in there right now. We got a lot of things that we're going to show y'all next week. We're going to Brennan's tonight. The fish they caught today, we got them. They were cleaning fish, cleaning some of them the old way. They were scaling them and gutting. That's it. Boy, they're going to do that. Brennan,
well, you probably going to have a fish looking at you for supper.
Nikki Brennan was here. Gary Krause was over here shooting. I think they got 4 TV shows going on right now. All kind of magazines, newspapers. So there's a lot of media people here, and there's a lot of fun. I don't know what annual it is, but we've been doing this every year.
8th annual.
Yeah, Tofield is the ultimate ambassador for Louisiana.
Yeah, we got a lot of ambassadors, but I got to tell you what, they got to turn it up to keep up with Tofield.
You know, we got a lot of chefs and everything. People come from here to talk about Louisiana.
Dickie Brennan's here this morning. He's like, man, this guy's amazing. You know, and let me tell you something. If you know Dickie's resume, he's the epitome of Louisiana cuisine. So, enough said.
You ought to know. You're a chef. You cook around them with the best of them.
I don't have no problem stretching my belt out to go eat some of Dickie's food.
KD. We got a bunch today. I'm going to let you tell us. What all we got today? We got something from last week.
We got still, but I don't know about that one. We'll talk about that when we come back. We got a lot of fishing reports. We got used to be waterware. There's no water right now, but it'll be back as far as this wind, this north wind blew some water out. Y'all come right back because we got a lot of information, a lot of stuff going on. Places you want to bring you, your family, or your boat. Y'all get right back to us because Paradise, Louisiana got a lot to tell you this week.
We'll be back.
Announcing the Louisiana Sportsman Show and Boat Show, the fishing and hunting sales event of the year. It's Louisiana's biggest boat show, ATV show, tractor and RV show. Shop truckload deals on fishing and hunting gear. Watch the Splash Dogs, see the Big Buck Contest, and the new Texas Rattlesnake Show. Shop hundreds of boats. Parking is free. The Louisiana Sportsman Show, presented by Reed's Metals. Lamar Dixon Gonzalez, March 15th through 18th. Visit LouisianaSportsmanShow.com.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Now's the time to join Benny's Unlimited Wash Club. New memberships start at just $9.99 a month. Wash, rinse, and repeat every day. Take advantage of this introductory offer at one of Benny's 7 locations.
Pause moving and storage.
We just sold our house.
Congratulations.
We have 2 weeks to move.
We'll deliver a few containers.
Our new home's not ready.
No problem. You can store things with us while you're between homes.
We might need help.
We'll refer trusted packers.
We'll be staying at my brother's.
Well, that sounds...
He has kids of his own.
Well...
5 of them.
Ma'am?
Help.
Trust us for local and long-distance moving and store at our storage centers. Pods, moving and storage, solved.
Welcome to Angling for Autism here at Cabela's. It's 2018. One of the most looked after event that's here is the seafood and the wild game cook-off. some of these well-known people here in the restaurant business, camp cooks, famous camp cooks, and these are the judges this year. In fact, I got bumped, but I don't believe that I'm not going to eat. So, tell me your name and what restaurant?
Mike Anderson Seafood.
Paul Bro, Cajun Cookers.
Gilbert Melanson, freelance cooker.
Alton Savoy, Cajun Squirrel Dog.
Gordon, you put all this together, and this ain't your first rodeo. This is about the 5th or 6th time you judged it.
Right, that's right, correct.
Tell me, you got an event coming up that's real dear to your heart where you teach these kids how to cook. Tell me where you're going in April.
April the 17th, we're going to go to Memphis, to the hospital at St. Jude, and cook for the kids and the parents in the Target House. And we're trying to get to Ronald McDonald House also.
Patty Newsom.
From where?
Islandside, False River.
Leslie Monk, Bachelor.
Charlotte Didier, West Baton Rouge.
2DA Mall, West Baton Rouge.
All right, tell us all about it.
We're cooking a little deer meat and hog sauce piquant with a little rice. And we got over there, we got Brussels sprouts with shrimp.
Cajun style.
And it looks delicious right now. So, where'd y'all place last year? I knew y'all was up and high.
I think I was second.
I was second and you were fifth, I think.
Yeah, fourth or fifth, something like that.
Oh,
so I'm hoping to take first this year.
Well, good luck. They getting ready to judge right now. Good luck, and we'll talk to y'all later.
That is really good. This is like everything you want. It's kind of like beef stew, but it's even better.
This rabbit dinner is real unique. Tell us about it.
The show that we aired the other day, when we killed the rabbit hunt, when we killed these rabbits, we told you we was going to do a rabbit sauce piquant, right? Yeah. Chef KD, one of the best cooks around here, and there it is.
All right, now, he cooked that. Where's the rabbit spaghetti? You from?
Well, I told you, you either want me to kill them or you want me to cook them.
All right.
So I can't do it all.
Well, you going to do both. Look, that's good. He gave it, KD gave it to him this morning at the landing at 4:30?
4:30 this morning, right here. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to judge this thing, and we're going to see how good he really is.
He is good. I hope he's catching fish. So thank you.
All right.
This is Herschel Badron. Badron, Boudin Cajun Meats, one of the managers, and probably Port Owner right now. All I know is Herschel. But all these cooks, have you tried some of this stuff?
No, sir. I've tried some of it, but I haven't tried this.
Being a cook yourself, try this.
Yes, sir.
Try it real quick. Now, is that egg roll delicious?
That's off the chain.
It is.
Really good, guys.
But,
really good.
You know, coming from a chef and a cook yourself, this is amazing.
Yes, sir.
And look how many teams we got today.
It's awesome. It's for a great cause, a great turnout. We respect the heck out of these guys. We appreciate them very, very much.
Dana Barbet.
From where, Dana?
Maringouin, Louisiana.
Maringouin, Louisiana, I know.
And I'm Alan Barbet from Maringouin, Louisiana.
Yeah, but look, and Barbet is a good West Baton Rouge name, but what are y'all cooking? Whatever it is, they're gone.
It is fried crayfish with shrimp creole on top.
Oh, my. So when we going to have any more left?
Yeah,
we're going to come back later. Wait a second. I see one piece of fried catfish.
Back up.
No? You got some? Oh, hand in.
This husband and wife team caught their own shrimp, brought it here, cooked it. They caught their own catfish and hoop nets right there before Good Friday. So this is not only a store-bought meal. This was a hard-earned, go out and catch the seafood, donate it to a good cause, and hopefully they'll win.
Paradise, Louisiana. That's why we call it Sportsman's Paradise.
There you go.
All right.
All right, let's see.
We not getting paid to judge, but we're getting paid to eat.
That is good. You need to try some.
I'll try some later.
That's so good. So tell me what the sauce is.
It's shrimp creole.
Keith told me that they caught their own shrimp, their own catfish, they run their own nets from Maringouin, Louisiana. True Louisiana outdoor.
So this was all caught by y'all, prepared by y'all. All right, go on ahead. That's what I'm talking about.
Then we're going crawfishing tomorrow.
I'm going to work.
The water's getting high now. We're going to take over. Legend. How old are you? 90 now? 91? I thought last year you made 90. Mr. Tony Latina, 91 years old. The true legend of bass fishing. And if you go with him, he's bad as J.B. Salters was. If you ain't fishing right or fishing too slow, you get all over it.
Well, you're close. Look, we've got a once in the history of our tournament deal. Chef, you might not have won anything in the bass, but you have won the wild game cook-off competition. So we want
Matthew won that.
Matthew won that. All right.
Yep.
Congratulations, guys.
Okay, Brett, safety and car insurance.
Never scored a safety. That's defense. But go on, please.
Yeah, defensive. That's exactly how you should drive.
There is no such thing as a defensive drive. Offense makes the drive.
Oh, I mean when you're on the road.
But it doesn't matter, home or away.
Okay, clearly I'm striking out here.
That's baseball.
Get great auto rates from Farm Bureau Insurance. Call your agent today.
Pause moving and storage.
We just sold our house.
Congratulations.
We have 2 weeks to move.
We'll deliver a few containers.
Our new home's not ready.
No problem. You can store things with us while you're between homes.
We might need help.
We'll refer trusted packers.
We'll be staying at my brother's.
Well, that sounds...
He has kids of his own.
Well...
5 of them.
Ma'am?
Help.
Trust us for local and long-distance moving and store at our storage centers. Pods, moving and storage, solved.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and the H&H Tournament and Rodeo Reports. And now look, we ain't got no little rodeos. We got them big ones that just happened. And boy, I'm telling you, them boys from Ascension Parish sort of did real good. And one guy from Livonia, KD, I got to give a shout out. Quentin, this is personal. It's almost like family. That's Rusty Capo and them.
Oh, God.
I've been fishing with Rusty and Quentin when he was a little bitty boy. He's fishing right now. He fished in that, you call it Central Southern Bass. It's Central Open, Ross Barnett. He fished the last day at 12th. And he came through there. He also had big fish. You know, that boy won a few $1,000s, and he's ready to go again. And that put him way up in the standings.
He's up in the standings. It's a big
deal.
deal.
We still got chance from people for next year's Bassmaster Classic. We still gonna have some of them local guys that might do it again for the 3rd year in a row.
Man, how about, well, let's go to Texas. I'm about Texas, Louisiana. Let's go to Toledo Bend, all right? Man, it got hot and heavy. All right, Jamie Lesh is in 3rd place on the boater division. Real quick, when our teams go down there, they go down there and they have boaters and non-boaters. The boaters run the front of the boat, get 5 fish. Non-boater fishes in the back against the other non-boaters for 3 fish. Well, guys, Jamie was working it hard. He's leading the Louisiana pack. David Cavell shot up that last day with over, what was it, 18-pound stringer, and came in and took the lead for the Louisiana team. And he's going to the national level now. But wait, the 3 fish, non-boater, Gary.
Ty Newchurch from Livonia, Louisiana. Can you believe that? He came up from the last day. His 3 fish was over 17 pounds. That's over
5-pound plus average. Yow!
And he took 1st place. He's also going to the Nationals. This is coming up. And
but it gets better. It gets better because the teams from each state compete, and they get a brand new boat. So they're sitting there and they running behind. The
$40,000,
Arkansas boys,
$50,000
the Arkansas boys think they got it.
That's a
Here
$40,000,
comes them Louisiana
$50,000
boys.
trout now.
Cha-ching, buh. They come out with 379 pounds. Arkansas 367, Iowa 346, Wisconsin 337, and Texas 335. Man, look, let me tell you something. Them Louisiana boys, when they show up and fish,
remember all that fast.
I can read. Nobody else reads my shorthand but me. But I'm going to tell you, when them Louisiana boys show up, they better get ready because Ascension Parish anglers, all them guys from around St. James out towards Livonia. Speaking of Livonia, that kind of brings to mind a little bit of that other report we got coming up here pretty soon too. Boy, look, they catching some hogs up in that False River.
Oh, I tell you, well, all they catching some hogs. You know, one of my good friends, I know it ain't a rodeo, but they got the Kiwanis coming up.
That's right.
Okay, this month. And Kiwanis is a big, big tournament. But Mr. Fontana, Steve Fontana and him been fishing that. He's been fishing his spinnerbait. You know, they put some gravel in the end of the river, and especially the north end, both ends I hear. But back in the north end, they used to have gravel like that. You used to catch the chinkapin, the lake runners, and they had grass. Now, there ain't no grass. But then people have been floating. If shell bound, they fishing top water when the wind ain't blowing. If it was after that storm, you know, they're catching fish. 5 biggest fish over 25 pounds, you know, had a 7-pounder. He caught a 9-pounder not too long ago. So Steve Fontana sent him.
Put
he
your money on Steve
he shouldn't
and
be
the
telling.
Kiwanis.
They gonna fish the Kiwanis. They gonna get mad at me, but that's what he get. He was supposed to take me, gonna take somebody else.
Hey, if you don't take Gary fishing, he's gonna rat you out now. Y'all hear that?
No, but you know, there's so many tournaments coming up right now that with fishing tournaments. In fact, we had the Palapalooza last week. Sometimes I guess these people are hard. Here it is right now. They got one day to get me a report, but as soon as I get the report, I'm gonna tell them
post
the weather.
Guys,
the weather's been awful.
Look, it's
the wind. You know, see how it was today, and that wind come up. But what really shocked me, okay, when I covered the Trinity Outdoors Bass Tournament, and they could go anywhere they want.
That's right.
They had to be back at that weigh in at 3 o'clock. You won't believe how many. Started out, it was supposed to storm all day Wednesday.
That's right.
It sort of cut down the people that would go fish, but it still had almost 50 boats.
Well,
48,
and that's
49
about
boats.
that's about the average field. They've been running 40 to 60 boats.
What you doing? Trinity Outdoors, little chicken sauce piquant. Make it a little roux.
What's your name? Where you from?
I'm Ryan Kleber, right here from St. James Parish. Originally from Gramercy. Living in Pauline as of now. Come out here. Jason Bland was a long time friend. His grandma actually stayed on side of my mom and daddy, so that's how I know Mr. Jason Bland, and we out here.
Well, I'm going to eat before it gets cold.
There you go. Enjoy. There you go.
Welcome back to another cooking contest here on Paradise, Louisiana.
Yes,
Mr. Uncle Mike Dagno. Uncle Mike,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I don't tell you, but I wasn't a judge this time.
Yes, sir.
But they told everybody to whatever you eat, you gave me a ticket, and I happened to put it in that big jar.
Good job.
Now,
you made a difference.
you the best. Oh, I had a lot of people. The best of the best. But look, you know, I got a lot of sponsors and everything, but I don't know if they got this same thing. Uncle Mike Dagno's Chicken Bouillon Seasoning. Where can they find that at? And
Can't find it. I just buy it for myself. I get it made from Targills and Opelousas, but I'm the only one can get it. I just do it for benefits and fundraisers.
Well, if somebody got a benefit out there, charity, just like we got here at Trinity Outdoors.
I'd be happy to go help them. I'd be happy to go
How
help
can
them.
they get in touch with you? Your phone might ring off, no?
225-715-4165. I cook with a bunch of people, and if you need a lot of people, I'll get a lot of people, and we help anybody that's in a bad way.
God bless you.
Yes,
so I guess all y'all cooks, all y'all guys here, the team is around here. They're still cleaning up.
Cleaning up.
And,
We always
and
last.
everybody else is gone, but people are still coming. They lick the pot.
They licking the pot, my buddy. I believe you paid them off. I don't know. You never
I
can't
don't
tell.
pay them off. Thank you. I'm getting ready to go eat my pay though. I got a little bit more.
Good job.
That little bitty cup wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't enough.
You watching
Thank you.
Paradise, Louisiana. Here comes the #1 boat coming in right now. By the way, you want to talk about the cooks? You got all them people come out here. I gotta compliment Uncle Mike. He's the best gumbo I had in a long time.
That's right. Mr. Mike Jagno, they came and they won the 5th annual Uncle Booger Cajun Cook-Off with a great gumbo that they cooked today. And we also had a bunch of other cooks, just totally awesome, about 7 or 8 teams. The weather, what about the weather, man?
The weather is supposed to have been raining. You can't call it a black cloud. Now, it's getting cloudy, but it was supposed to have been raining from before daylight this morning, and your prayers paid off.
Well, I'm going to tell you about prayer because the whole week we've watched 80, 90%. It dropped down on Wednesday to 20%. Today we watched 80%. This morning it started to drizzle, and we said a few prayers on the stage, and immediately the sun came out. We said, Lord, if you go ahead and you keep this weather good until after the Classic, we are good.
Did you get nervous, though, when you found the black cloud was coming?
No, I didn't, because I'm used to the black cloud bringing a little bit of negativity, but more positive things. I can't lie to you. You know, I call you Paran for a reason, and we love you.
I love y'all. Okay, stay tuned now, because they got some fish should be coming in from all over. It's real unique, because they can go anywhere they want. Fish, they got weigh-ins, got to be here. They're pulling up now, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. You watching Paradise, Louisiana?
And Trinity Outdoors 5th Annual Bass Classic at the St. James Boat Club.
Back to Trinity Outdoors, Disabled Adventures, the 5th Annual Bass Classic. Let me tell you what, Gerald, I've been knowing you for years. I followed you in the elite. You've been doing good. I want to congratulate you. That was a long run. I already got one interview with you, so I'm going to keep it short. Jason, I got to congratulate you again. I don't know, how many years you been in business?
9 years, 10 years since the vision was given.
And it's unbelievable. What you have done, how have you grown? All you volunteers are tremendous. Trey, I heard the story, and you fished with him a long time ago. Yes, sir. He brought you back. You must have taught him something, right? You know, he's got a reputation of being cocky, but it's like Cassius Clay. You can back it up. He's been backing it up.
Let's say we learn together. How about that?
That is good. Y'all close to the same age and went to school together?
Went to school together, graduated together, been fishing since we were kids together.
Ain't a better partner than that. Stick together.
Got a lot of good times together.
Now, congratulations. I know y'all won. You told us already where you caught the fish. Tell me one more time where you was fishing.
Venice, Louisiana.
What was the best bait?
Delta lures and missile D-bombs.
Now that you mentioned Delta lures, I want all of y'all to know this. Hear this. Fred King told me a while ago he's been wanting to do a trip, and everybody wants to go take him fishing. You know, he wants to go and do his bait. He donates so many stuff for y'all. I told him I want to go and film. He said, would you like to go with Gerald? Now, are you scared of the black cloud, or will you make a trip, one of the scouting trips, pretty soon when the fish are biting? So I won't be called the black cloud. Will you, me, and Fred, would you go do a show in Paradise, Louisiana?
Oh, any chance I get to fish with you and Fred, I'll do it.
That's what I get. Talking about. Jason, you want to close with anything?
We're just blessed that all the people came out today, the 48 boats you guys that went out, everybody came back safe and sound. On behalf of the people with disabilities, the kids, adults, and the veterans that we take in the outdoors to give them life experiences We want to say thanks to you guys and thanks to everybody that came out to support us at our 5th annual Bass Classic. You don't want me to close it out with Paradise, Louisiana.
I want you to tell people how they can get in touch with you, whether they want to sponsor, whether they want to get involved, they want to send somebody fishing. I done brought you 5 or 6 people I know on rabbit hunts, deer hunts. You travel all over the country. How can they get in touch with you and how can they get involved?
Well, y'all can call us at area code 225-715-9581 or look us up at www.trinitydisabledadventures.com. And if you have a piece of land or a pond or anything, right now social media is huge for us, getting 8.5 million views. Just look us up. That's it.
8.5 million, I can't even count that. Can't even write that many, huh? Joe, what's your next deal, being a pro? What's your next big adventure?
Well, the season just started off with a Bassmaster Elite Series, and the next event is on the Sabine River. That one's close to home, so I encourage anyone to come out and visit us. It'll be in Orange, Texas. We cannot come to the Louisiana waters. Everyone knows the situation with that, but still come out and support us because you got a lot of Louisiana anglers. You have.
What's the date?
That is the first week of April.
What about you, local?
I'd just like to thank Jason for putting on the tournament. We appreciate it. We had a good time, and what he does for everybody, man, that's awesome.
We're going to cut it short. Everybody want to go listen to LSU baseball. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. Thank you to Trevor Tomplin. That's how they say his name over there. I hope I say it right. I'm gonna take my cypher stump, put it in my campus saw by you. I tell you what, thank y'all very much. And don't forget, it's always you to use with your...
My career started right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I want to thank Shell, our title sponsor, Shell, United Steelworkers, and LSR, and a whole bunch of other people for without their Associated Terminals, without their sponsorship, none of this wouldn't have been possible. So many to list, but anyway, thank you guys. Truly a blessing.
A great location over here at St. James. We'll be back next year. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. And by the way, Trevor,
we got a shout out for Trevor. Yep.
He is getting ready to go get his knee operated on, the treatment he had as a young man coming up. St. Jude, he's going back to St. Jude. He's going to be there. They're going to be doing some bone transplant and everything. He's getting around pretty good, but he's going to be out for about 4 weeks. And when he's going to come back, he's going to come back for Dream Day. Okay, up there at the farms, the Dream Day fishing galore. One of the inquests is put on every year. And he's going to help film that. He's going to tell his story because he is a
We don't want to just do a shout out. We're going to be sending prayers for you, Trevor Van Pratt. Godspeed and quick healing to you. And we're going to be excited to hear his story because let me tell you something. That boy's got an amazing story. Well, guys, something real close to my heart and our church puts on. We started off to be a little bitty rodeo a few years ago at Lamar Dixon. We had a fishing tournament last year, and that's going to be on Saturday, March the 24th. Now it's evolved into an ag show and fair. We have David Crowder on Wednesday night putting out a huge concert. But March 24th, Lamar Dixon, be an amazing family day. And I promise you it's family day because this is all put on just to get good family Christian entertainment. But man, you got a full calendar going on, Gary. Goodness.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of stuff going on right now. And one of the big things, March 24th, the 7th, it's the 70th. I think I do this again, 70th. I mean 70 years.
70 years.
Annual City Park Big Bass Rodeo and Festival. And there's the City Park Lake, the Big Bass. And you see them 9-pound fish.
Dennis Galeas had a picture. That thing was enormous. And then he broke his rod. Boy, he had some go-go rouge. Can I tell you?
But right now, you also got, the wind's going to keep blowing.
Yeah, 40
you
mile,
the wind still blowing?
breeze, a 40-mile-an-hour breeze.
The one-man shoot. That's over there at Prescott, Riverside Shooting Sports. They'll be over there in Watson, right down the road from Live Oak High School on Highway 16. So it's a one-man shoot. That's a big deal. Another one for cancer research, Tulane Cancer Research, Tulane Hospital. So I don't know what else we got.
We got a bunch of things, but we got a lot of official reports coming up.
Let me remind you, if you want something on our calendar, give us 3 weeks. Send it to me. Send me your flyer. I know we got something coming up in April. from the St. John Sheriff's Office. They got their rodeo. We'll be showing you more on there. Might run a little flyer this
and
week.
And remember, when you ask for stuff to send to us, turn your camera this way to take the picture. Make sure the light is coming that way. Send us a little note if it's you and your kids in the pond in the backyard with a little note and a picture to Gary at Paradise, Louisiana. Get them on there and make the kids feel good. We're going to be right back with a whole bunch of fishing reports. Stay tuned.
In Louisiana, our state parks are the perfect family destination. With nearly 180 miles of trails through park grounds and historic sites, you can endlessly explore nature, try some kayaking or world-class fishing, then find the perfect campsite or settle into a cozy cabin. Louisiana is calling, and she's using her outside voice. Plan your escape today at www.lastateparks.com.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Man, look, I'm excited, okay? You tell me last week your brother Johnny gives you a call, wants you to go check out this shooting deal. Man, I'm just amazed. Tell them about this.
It's more than just a shooting deal. It's a 4-H. Southern Regional Championship, and they were at Bridgeview, which used to be Old Hunters Run. And they had been there since Tuesday, Wednesday. Everything. They come from air rifles to pistols, and Thursday to Sunday, there's shotguns. And I'm talking about teams from all over the South region. In 2 weeks, they're going to be up north. I got an interview with the director.
Okay.
And he couldn't give me the totals because they had over 1,000 kids participating. And this has been a big deal.
1,000 kids.
Yeah, and you should have seen the cars. When I pulled in, they were almost to Highway 1 on the side of the road. I found me one little place I had to get in the field. I jumped out. I spent about 2 hours taking some video, getting the kids' names. We're going to make a trip visit over there. Congratulate all these kids right now. You believe, boys and girls, that can shoot those guns.
Hey, man, that's the future of our outdoors.
Here we go right now. This is the Southern Regional 4-H shooting sport.
My name is David Bolt, and I'm the State 4-H Shooting Sports Coordinator. We're running an event this week that started on Tuesday and it ends today on Saturday. We have about 1,000 kids that signed up to compete in multiple different events such as muzzle loading, shotgun, 22 rifle, 22 pistol, archery, hunting skills, small bore pistol, and I think that's it. But we have multiple events going on at 3 different facilities, and a bunch of kids competing in multiple events. I told you about the 1,000 that registered, but then some of them do multiple events. Up to 1,300 events are being shot this week. Today's our final day. Out here today at Bridgeview Gun Club, we have about 175 kids competing in what we call advanced shotgun, and they're shooting 150 rounds. This whole week is the Southern Region competition, and in 2 weeks we'll go to the North Region competition, and in a month after that the qualifiers from those 2 regional shoots will compete at the state competition. And then a few of the older kids, we have junior and senior divisions, but a few of the older kids actually can qualify to go to the national competition in Grand Island, Nebraska. Cool. One of the neat things about this job is I have couple hundred volunteers, more than that if you count the whole state who's working in their local parishes, are the volunteers that help run this program. Out here today, we probably have up to 50 volunteers that are helping us from everything to score, to trap, to do all the things that make this particular shotgun event that we're out at today happen. And it's a really neat thing because at all the other facilities have the same thing going on, and these volunteers have saved my program and helped build the program over the 10 years I've been here. One of the biggest goals for a lot of these kids is to make it to Grand Island, Nebraska for the national contest after we complete our state. And one of the years, actually 2 of the years up in Nebraska, we surprised the kids and we bought tickets for that LSU baseball game in Omaha when they made the World Series. And so they were able to go watch the World Series game, and then they went and shot the rest of the week. So that was a really big joy for a lot of parents and a lot of kids to have that experience. If you want to get involved in the program, you can contact your local office. Every parish has a 4-H office that they can get in the shooting sports program, or you can contact David Bolt at 225-578-2196, or my email address is dbold@agcenter.lsu.edu.
Announcing the Louisiana Sportsman Show and Boat Show, the fishing and hunting sales event of the year. It's Louisiana's biggest boat show, ATV show, tractor and RV show. Shop truckload deals on fishing and hunting gear. Watch the Splash Dogs, see the Big Buck Contest, and the new Texas Rattlesnake Show. Shop hundreds of boats. Parking is free. The Louisiana Sportsman Show, presented by Reed's Metals. Lamar Dixon Gonzalez, March 15th through 18th. Visit LouisianaSportsmanShow.com.
Hey y'all, it's Sam Barbera. I'm with the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Foundation. The foundation is a nonprofit that raises funds and provides support for the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Department. We assist with numerous projects like black bear, whooping crane, bald eagle, as well as family, youth, and women's workshops. For all of the information on the foundation, visit lawff.org. We need your support to help our wildlife and fisheries. Visit lawff.org.
Today on Dockside TV, we're going to try to catch a couple of crappie, but if it's bass that we catch, so be it. Stay tuned for this episode of Dockside TV. Pretty water there, and a nice pretty crappie. Starting the morning off a little white crappie. Using a ladies' night on a 16th ounce mini golden eye. Got the cork a little bit shallower today, as this bank we finding is a little shallow, trying to stay above the snags. See if we can fill up the bucket again. Back in the little boat. Well, we keep this boat this time of year just in the back of the truck all the time. And if we see a pretty pond, we will throw it in there. We were hoping to catch crappie, but today is starting off more like a bass trip. Matrix Mini again, but we'll take it. Watching the cork go down is all the excitement in the world. that perch. So we've started off the morning with a crappie, bass, and this big old perch right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's hand size. During this time of year, whenever a lot of high winds, we get into the early spring, late winter, and the coastal fishing can be tough and difficult, we like to take our plastic boat here and just throw it in the back of the truck and try all kinds of different ponds. Now, when you're pond hopping like this, you never know what type of pond you're gonna stumble across. Some ponds we fish are filthy dirty and have big white crappie in them. Some ponds we fish have like a root beer looking water and we catch a lot of black crappie in them. Some ponds we fish like today has a nice green, clean, you know, we can see a solid 4 or 5 foot down in here and we're catching bass in them, bass and perch. So also we've been in ponds before. We've been in ponds before that all of the fish we caught was channel cats and blue cats. So you just gotta try different things when you get in there. When your cork goes down or if you're jigging the bottom, and you never know what you're gonna catch, and it makes it really entertaining. Discovering new ponds in different areas, catching different fish, different species, and different types of ways to catch them. Well, as our journey continues, looking at a little bit bigger bass than this pole is ready for. It's funny, we've caught bass up to 4 and 5 pounds on this mini before. This is nowhere near that size, but this is a pretty nice bass for a miniature lure and a miniature pole. Choked down in there pretty good. Nice little bass. We'll go ahead and let this one go. Bass is out schooling in the middle. Seen him working on a little pogey or shad shiner for about 2 or 3 minutes. Ran the trolling motor up to him. Got it, fooled him to eat the Matrix Mini. Had a bass earlier try to hit the cork. This little lake here, next time I come in it, I can tell you, I'm gonna bring some Matrix mullets and really get after the bigger bass in here. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We caught 1 crappie, a handful of beautiful perch, and an endless amount of bass. We have Dockside TV episodes doing all kinds of different things, from fishing in plastic boats off the bank to bigger boats. Make sure to check out all our Dockside TVs, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and until next time, good fishing.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about Tempur-Pedic at O'Lynn's, where you know you always get the guaranteed low price. O'Lynn's is the only store in Baton Rouge and Lafayette with the full line of Tempur-Pedics.
Now's the time to join Benny's Unlimited Wash Club. New memberships start at just $9.99 a month. Wash, rinse, and repeat every day. Take advantage of this introductory offer at one of Benny's 7 locations.
Hey, welcome back. We have the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report for you. And before we dive into it, guys, look, you got to really pay attention each day, because yesterday, I'm looking down there at Delacroix, right at 6 foot around 4 Horse Lake. Guess what? It dropped 22 inches in 12 hours. So guys, we're giving you current information as we can give it to you. It may not be as current as the day you decide to go. Now, Gary, you got the same thing on some other areas.
That's why I'm shivering as you sitting there.
I got the free songs.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you're talking about rivers right now. Before we get into this fishing report, there's been a lot of news bulletins coming from the wildlife management areas all up and down the river, the Mississippi River, the Chapel River, Red River. I mean, as far as you know, going down, gonna start backing up. You're gonna be down in Morgan City, all in Marsh. The water's coming up. Now, you got this north wind, it blew it out. It's not as connected to the rivers. So
but then the southeast comes, it's coming back.
But always, before you go fishing, check the website, the Wildlife and Fisheries Report, for any landing closings, any natural wildlife and restaurants use that are closed. Be sure and check that news bulletin.
And don't check it a week ahead. Check it that day.
Check it every day.
That's it.
Day.
That's it. How about some fishing reports?
Let's go. I'm going to give it started off right now. I'll tell you what. You know, right here in Lafitte, this is the latest one we got right now. The weather conditions changed, but they have been catching fish. They caught some today, the speckled trout in the Wrigley's, and they caught them, and they were using plastics, and they were running. But most of the redfish in them are caught right now on dead shrimp, market shrimp, or whatever, on a jig head, fishing off the bottom. Same thing with y'all. You caught all them big catfish. Y'all caught a flathead. Y'all caught a blue cat.
We had some fun. Them gals had never tied anything like that, but more about that next week. Man, look, our host, Mark Barker, I mean, he caught an amazing little quick limit the other day. They went out, bam, lemon and reds.
Fishing with Captain Craig DeGrees. You got an interview, and we'll probably see that next week, but you got a young boy right there. You know, the frogs right now. So feeling them, and they cruised and caught almost 800 frogs. I've been getting reports from over here. You got a better report than that. You got
Tracy, him, you know, a little high school guy, tells him, man, Mr. KD, we going back next Friday. But they had 219 frogs last week. One of them stretched out 17 inches.
Yeah.
More about that next week. Let's go somewhere with people catching fish.
All right. Well, let me tell you what. A Grand Isle right now. Tommy Vidrine. He was fishing with his wife, Jay Lynn, and he also had an old friend of mine. They call him Heavy Heat, Mr. Favalora.
Hello.
They're using live shrimp. They fishing the common out of rocks. When they get out there, that north wind, you know, it blows it out. Them rocks are protected. They fishing, and they also fishing off Highway 1. But all this past weekend, they were fishing the rocks. Going out there when they can, live Britside shrimp, big old shrimp, free lining.
That's it.
Letting the wind take it up in there. Look at the size of these trout.
Hey, look, Buggy and them's got minnows. They got live shrimp. But guess what? Y'all know where the crack is right there on the backside of Caminata by the pass. They catching redfish on top water and right under popping corks at night, and they are hammering them. Same thing underneath the bridge. Dead shrimp on the bottom. They've been catching some great redfish at night. So, man, the fishing bridge at Grand Isle, how many generations have enjoyed that?
I just unbelievable. You got to watch it. Them gas pots and all them in the Vegas, they always know where they're going fishing. And the most accommodating people you ever find. I don't know what side you go on. They got that Grand Isle. They the one keep it going. After the
Renee and Robert's working on the next generation. They repopulating that place, boy.
It's unbelievable.
That's good.
And the other big report I'm getting, saltwater is coming, you know, I've said, from Angie and David Stewart at Island Marina. You know, the Island Marina there in Lake Catherine. The most of the reports are coming from Lake Catherine. They'd be surprised. They're catching them over there. They catch them on Matrix Head. We got Bob Woods have been sending some beautiful trout. He's been sending us some pictures. April Herbis. I guess that's Hubness. I can't even say that last name, but they sent it. April and Sean have been catching redfish and speckled trout. They're using a Matrix Shad. The most of the fish in Lake Catherine are the runs off the lake, and they're catching them in there. They got called Miller's Ditch, the people catching.
Right.
Now, Lake Bourne, it's been muddy on the north end because of the Pearl River. Now they drop it. But now, that Monticello is opened up. This was Miss Angie telling me. This is what all the captains I've talked to this week telling me. It's going to push the fish to the bridges and the trussels, and they're going to be there. And when that muddy water gets there, it's not necessarily going to stop. It's going to push it further over. It'll be the north. In fact, right now, the biggest fish are being caught in the Lake Shore subdivision. They catch a matrix shad, Look at Chaz.
And some top water. They put some hammers. And look, those are tagged now. You can catch them, get a gift from Matrix Chad because Chaz turned them loose. What else you got on saltwater?
There's shoo-shoo. And then another bait they've been using is the shoo-shoo, the firecracker. And by the way, the Matrix Chad, the best one's the Creole shrimp. They've been doing it. The Lakeshore Steaks, now don't forget what I'm telling you. Probably you can see on their website and you see some of them houses, you can recognize it. So a lot of people tell them. Another thing that will be coming up on April 6th in Slidell somewhere, and I think it's going to be at Island Marina, Captain Mike Gallo, one of the best around, C.T. Williams. They're going to have a little seminar over there. So stay attention, watch Paradise, Louisiana, and we'll tell you more about it.
All right, well,
That's all I got, saltwater.
I got some fresh water. Now, let me tell you something. It is hit or miss in Lake Verret areas and all right now with these fronts, but it's hit or miss anywhere you go. Up north Louisiana, same thing, all up around Bistineau and Caddo and all that, man. The Socolate, hey, they kind of like us. You know, I'm ready to go get inside and warm up. They're not feeding real good. But, you know, the frogs they've been catching tons of frogs everywhere we talk to people. The Socolate bite, when they catching them, I passed by Ballcorn the other day. They had 15 boats. I ain't got to ask them if they're biting because you know they're biting when they're there. But this cold front, they're going to move them further out. If you've been catching fish closer to the bank, get to the end of the trees. Now, we're talking about Joe's Landing and all these places out here around Lafitte. The same thing is happening in Delacroix. Same thing you just mentioned happening in Saltwater. Breton Sound. Now, Toledo Bend, those guys are moving around, but it's been hard for them to get to the fish with the wind. I mean, that tournament that Dave and them went, they caught, we talked about a 5-pound average, and those fish are biting. But let me tell you something, your safety comes into play trying to get to them. That's something that's killing everybody right now. We're used to it in Louisiana. If you get a day like today, and it's 20 degrees colder than yesterday, 40 mile an hour wind, stay home with mom and do some yard work. That way you get a fishing pass. Come on, man, get your yard work done so you go fishing and mama's happy.
Get somebody like KD and you're cooking. He live in more. But look, KD, you know, you mentioned the bass. It's an amazing thing what all these diversions are doing. Hopedale right now, the main thing, people going there and catching redfish off the bank. There are so many places right now that people catching off the bank. Cocodrie. I've been getting great reports at Cocodrie.
Leeville,
off
LA
the
one.
bank. Same thing. They're fishing off the bank, catching limits of redfish. They're using dead shrimp, live shrimp, plastics. They're catching redfish. So if you want a place to go, look at our report. Go on the website. Go on some of these marinas. They got their own Facebook pages. And you can, before you can ever go, you can plan your trip right now, even if the wind is blowing, it's cold.
Hey, you can always get inside the truck. There ain't no cab on a boat you can get in. Unless you're with Tom with Pelican.
I got the reports. The guy didn't send his name. He just sent his phone number and everything. But you see these pictures of Toledo Bend. They're catching some big fish over there. They're catching them. My best report you just seen from the tournament. The people were catching them in the Zalmas. They got the apple snails. There ain't much grass as it used to be, but they fish in the timber. They fish in the trees. They pitching, they fishing plastic baits, D-bomb, and all these other baits they fishing. And top water.
Oh, yeah.
You yourself, you fished in tournaments, you just got to fish in tournaments, and there's nothing wrong with the Rogue, Bango Lure, all them old type of
big old frogs caught, them spro frogs
caught. A lot of peeps came in the other day. I did all these interviews, some of it is on camera. You saw when we did the Trinity Outdoor Tournament, and people running the business now, you think, you know, the runs where you usually catch them, way down river, they're not that. I still think a lot of them didn't give the secrets away because they got a couple more big tournaments.
You just mentioned Catherine, and you mentioned Bourne, you mentioned all these. You got to understand, you got a south wind, you get on that north shoreline, it's going to blow some water out the marsh, it's going to be a little bit cleaner. You got a north wind, you get on the south shoreline, it's going to blow some water out the marsh. You always have the opportunity for cleaner water and mixing water. And right now, mixing water means bait coming out the marsh. You got a much better chance of catching them. And
I think you and Gene Hoover going to take me to Delacroix.
I'm ready to do that. We put him on there. But we got to wrap it up for this week because I'm freezing. I got them freeze-alls and I'm plumb frozen.
Just don't remember what I told you. Lake Verret right now, the marsh, I don't know how long it's going to be. They're catching fish. The fish came in. The Zalmas, it's another place. They ain't hard in the long run. Catawatchee may come back. Grass is coming back in Catawatchee. So before we leave, that was my last report. KD, go get one.
Hey, we love y'all. We'll see you next week. This is your paradise, our paradise. Hey, let's keep it that way. Don't throw your trash in the water. Put it in a can, bring it home.
I got to close one more thing. Congratulations to you. You know, God bless me. I had 2 legends when I got started this and stayed with me. Now I got another legend coming back. God bless you. Thank you.
I need some blessing because I got to earn that legend status to come against John and Joe. Those are 2 amazing men. Love y'all. See you later.
Paradise. Paradise, Louisiana is presented by Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance. Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Pods, moving and storage solved. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Vinny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.